Good morning everyone, my name is Shannon and this is my channel, The Sewing Warehouse, your go-to spot for all things stitch related, and this is Holly, my very loyal sidekick. And it is day 3 of Vlogmas, so we're going to start with opening the advent calendars. As you know, this is the lovely tin from Becky's Sewing Studio. I'm going to open it and find number 3. Number 3. Okay. Number 3. It feels flat, so I'm gonna guess labels. I know she does her own labels as well. Yes, labels. I bought some labels from her last time at the NEC, but I didn't buy these ones, so that is good. Let me see if I can show you a bit more closer. So they are really cool. They've got a leopard print sewing machine on them, and there's two pink ones. Oh, they've all got different designs. So the two pink ones with a leopard sewing machine, and got a blue one with a rotary cutter, and like a light green, mint green one with a tape measure. Oh, that's really cool. I like those. That's really nice. The leopard print sewing machine are definitely my favourite there. Very nice. Thank you, Becky, is what we say, isn't it? So that is that. Now onto the button advent calendar. Put the papers out. Okay, number 3. Day 4, no, oh no. Oh, day 13 is really big, isn't it? Ah, day 3. Lovely green paper. Oh, ooh. I'm not sure this is right, but I've got 2 bags. 2 bags of lovely star buttons. So they are black with gold, and they've got 5 in each packet, so that means I've got 10. Which means there'll be enough to make a whole shirt. So those will come in handy, absolutely. Thank you, Becky, again. All the Beckys. Yeah, so that was my advent calendars. I am going to be off to work soon, and when I come back I need to do a little bit of cleaning up, because we've got some family coming later this week, so we don't have time to clean over the weekend, because I've got a big surprise for the husband as well this weekend, so it'd be good to do it tonight. And maybe I will do some sewing after, and of course I'm going to do a tutorial as I promised you. Now, I haven't mentioned this before, but if there are any things that you would like to see in the tutorials, any things that you're struggling with, or like some clearer imaging on whatever, let me know below in the comments and I will see if I can fit it in. Hello. So it is about 8 o'clock in the evening right now. I came home at dinner and we cleaned up the house. As I said, got a big surprise for my husband planned this weekend. He can't hear me because he's hoovering downstairs, so he won't be able to hear me. But we've got a really lovely surprise planned for him this weekend. So like I said, we weren't going to be able to clean up the house this weekend, so we did it earlier in the week. But yeah, we've got his 30th celebrations that will be spanned over by 2 weeks, which is crazy. But yeah, that's just life when you have divorced parents, I guess. So yeah, we're having a party in Birmingham on Thursday. Then we're having the big surprise this weekend. The next weekend we're having a party at his dad's. So then we'll have seen all the family and friends and celebrate his birthday. He doesn't celebrate his birthday every year, so being 30, it will have to do. So yeah, I've been feeling quite tired this week, as you could probably see from the bags under my eyes. Not really sure why I've been so exceptionally tired this week, but I don't think I'll be doing lots of sewing tonight, but I will be showing you a small tutorial. So yesterday we did the French seam, and today we're going to be doing the flat felt seam. The flat felt seam hides one raw edge of the seam, and it just, yeah, again gives it a bit extra durability, and it's what you see a lot in jeans. When you like see the 2 rows of stitches, that's usually a flat felt seam. So I am going to be showing you how to do that. So I've got, again, 2 pieces of fabric, right side, white is the wrong side. I'm going to be stitching it together. I think I'm going to be using a 1.5 centimeter seam allowance. So we're going to stitch it right sides together, just like you normally would, with 1.5 centimeters seam allowance. So, okay, seam is stitched, 1.5 centimeter seam allowance, and again I am going to tell you to set the seam and to press it correctly, like I've shown you in my first tutorial. If you haven't seen it, go to Vlogmas Day 1, and right at the end I will show you exactly how to press the seam. So once you've done that, we're going to cut one side of the seam. I'm going to cut it down to 0.5 centimeter. Okay, so cut one side of the seam and not the other. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold this raw edge over just to the stitch line, and then you're going to fold it over again, so it folds over on itself and it hides the raw edge. Do you see that? And now you can I would press it again just so it stays in place. And from the right side now, you're going to stitch it down. So you're going to stitch it down here. I think that's like 0.5 centimeter seam allowance. And then if you want, you can top stitch right along this edge as well. So you have the 2 lines of stitching that you see in jeans a lot. I am going to do that now and show you what it looks like. Okay, so this was what it looks like. I increased the stitch length to 4 millimeters, just so it makes it a bit more visible. It looks like top stitching basically. Now, if you have the issue like I had when I was making my denim jacket, is that the seam allowance was 1 centimeter and not 1.5 centimeters. I tried with the first seam to do an actual flat felt seam, but it was so difficult to get that 1 centimeter around. So what I did instead was a faux flat felt seam. So instead of cutting down 1 seam allowance and trying to fold 1 seam allowance over the other, I just pressed the whole seam towards one side and I just stitched it from the right side twice, and it looks the same from the outside. But I just overlocked the seam edges instead of having the actual flat felt seam to keep the raw edges safe, basically. So yeah, that was my tutorial for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and give it that thumbs up, and I'll see you tomorrow.